In this video, we have update 19 dropping in Anime Eternal. Yeah, boys, it's that time again. We got another update, and this one actually featured a bunch of new features. And we have a ton of stuff to go ahead and go over in this video. There's literally so many new things, like a new world. We got plenty of new gachas, a bunch of new quests, which gives some insane rewards. And I'm gonna be showing you guys how to obtain everything new, so make sure you guys watch the entire video so you can see everything that was added. Alright, so I went ahead and already completed a couple things, not too many though. The first thing I did already is I did already purchase the brand new update pack right here. So I did get the brand new avatar and this champion, which is actually the most insane champion I think I've ever gotten. In terms of stats, this thing is 38 billion stamina, which is so OP. And on top of that, we also got the AV, the Red Lord Boro avatar as well, which is 148 billion stamina. That's like not even close to anything else I had. So that is absolutely broken how good that thing is. That is so OP. And then we also did get hooked up with 10 of the new stars as well. This new stars right here, the star number 16, there actually is a supreme in here, which is super broken, but unfortunately I did not get that. I got 10 stars for free, and I went ahead and opened them up, but unfortunately the only best thing I got was the legendary, and then a couple epics, and then literally the rest of were rare, so I did not get lucky at all. But those are the only two things I've done. Or actually, no, I have done a couple more things, and that is actually trying to complete these new quests they added. They added a ton of new quests in the game. I'm gonna go and just exit this raid and go back over here to World 1 is where we need to go to, and right over here is where we can go ahead and complete these quests we need to go ahead and get done. And for this one we need to get 1,000 of the hacky tokens or whatever they are, so let me go ahead and actually get some exchange tokens, and then we should have more than enough to go ahead and get 1,000 of them for the quest completed. There we go. And then we need to defeat 30 of these Euro minions or whatever. And the annoying thing about these quests is you have to do all of them in order. You can't just straight up skip to the last one. It says complete the previous quest. Okay, I went ahead and found the minion right here. It's inside of World 3, so we're going to go and defeat 50 of these. Should be pretty easy, and then we'll be on to the next quest. And then also they did add a World 23 to the game, but unfortunately I haven't even completed World 22 yet. But I have made it here, and I have gotten a couple decent things. I did get the Phantom energy, which is pretty decent, and then I'm currently on the mythic damage one, which is, I guess, is okay. But I did already max out the eminence energy and the eminence damage right here. They're both maxed out at level 50 already. So that's pretty nice. And now we also did get the quest done. We also do get a few potions at least for doing these, so I guess I'll take it. So now we need to go and defeat these Rinkaki minions. I don't even know where these guys are at. Alright, here he is right over here inside of World 5. We can go ahead and defeat this guy. We need to do it 25 times. And then, not gonna lie, for the last quest, I'm kind of wondering if it says you have to reach the easy dungeon level 50, but I don't know if you have to redo that, like if you have to do it again, or if you've done it once before, it'll already count. Hopefully we don't have to redo it again, because I literally just missed the dungeon, and now I'll literally have to wait an entire hour to do it. So hopefully we did not miss that thing. But also let's go and use a couple of energy boosts we have, because now with this update, we are getting 29 MVG per click, which is pretty good. It could be a bit better. We're currently at rank 108, so I mean, we're actually pretty decent. However, they did just add 5 new ones, so now I need to get all the way to 115, I think. But yeah, we got this next quest complete. There we go. And if we teleport over to World 1, hopefully we do not have to do this easy dungeon quest again if we go ahead and claim it. Alright, well, we literally have to do it again. That is very unfortunate. But as you can see below it, if we go ahead and complete it, we will go ahead and get the F-class license, which gives us 1 damage and 1 energy, which is pretty cool. And if we go ahead and check the update log really quick, they added a bunch of them. As you can see, they added 5 different ones, and apparently the best one is in World 18. So if we go and teleport over there, let's see if we can maybe find it. It did seem like in World 1 it was pretty hidden, so I might have to actually like run around a little bit to try and find this. Okay, well, apparently we are not able to actually skip the quest, so we're literally gonna have to wait until the easy dungeon respawns, so literally a whole hour, which is really annoying, and there's nothing I can do about that. So I guess we're probably not gonna get too far on this in this video, but I will definitely have this completed at some point. It may not be in this one, but there is 5 different ones, and you aren't even able to see the next sign until you complete the first one. So we can't even see any of the previous signs in any of the worlds until you complete this one over here in World 1, which is pretty unfortunate because we legit can't do any of the dungeons. I also think for each of the different license quests, I think the last quest number 7 is going to have you reaching the level 50 room on like whichever dungeon that the quest will be for. I think it's going to be in every single dungeon, so I think we have to get to level 50 or the level 50 room in every single one of the dungeons after you claim the quest. You can't do it before you claim the quest, which is kind of annoying, so make sure you guys also keep that in mind. But yeah, I've also been grinding over here in World 21 of it because I have been doing some more damage, and I've also been gathering up a good amount of sites. As you can see, I have been grinding the weapons, and I managed to get this Phantom Requiem in the tier 3, and I did get the mythic roll for the Bankai for this enchantment right here, I guess, which I did get for it, but only in the mythical variant. If I got like the Supreme or Phantom, it would be a lot better, but still pretty strong, as you can see. And I also did get a couple more Storm Reavers as well, but I only have this thing in tier 1 for now, so hopefully at some point we can get this thing leveled up even more, because it would definitely be my best weapon if we can max it out. I think when it's maxed out with everything with the best stats, I think it has 50 damage, which is really OP. And then also, boys, we did get a few new codes as well. I'm going to go ahead and put them in for the video. We have update 19, just like so. You can go ahead and enter that. We have 300k likes, gives you a bunch of different potions and stuff. 305k likes, the same thing pretty much. And then we have 560k favorites, or just fave, just like so. And then we have one more for the fave. We have 565k fave. And then putting all those in will give you a few credits and like all the potions in the game, so it's pretty worth it. And yeah, since it did add World 23, if you guys didn't know, whenever they do make a new world, they make it so the previous world you can actually exchange the tokens for. So we can now exchange our tokens for World 22 tokens, which we weren't able to do before until they added this new world. So it's a good thing they did that now, because you can go ahead and change or transfer in some of these tokens. As you can see, we do have a few of them. We do have a good amount of sites. I want to save the site tokens though. These Riatus we can go and exchange, and then the Senpaku we're gonna go and see if we can level up. Right now, maybe we can get lucky because I do not have that one maxed out. So let's see, maybe if we can get this thing to level 25 right now. We gotta get pretty lucky, and nope, we only got one level. It's all good, I guess, but now we'll go ahead and go to the shop, and we're gonna transfer all of our coins into the Shadow Arts token, because let's see if maybe we can get the Supreme variant from the damage one inside of World 22. So we have a few rolls now from here. We can see if we can hopefully get the Supreme. That would definitely be what we need to get. And there also is like a leveling system for these gachas you can do as well, but I'm not gonna level them up until I get the Supreme, because there really isn't a point in doing that. So hopefully we can get the Supreme so we can at least start leveling it up, because that would definitely be what I want to get. However, I don't know if my luck is that good though. I don't know if we can get it. And wait, we actually did. Right when I was saying that we managed to get the Supreme, that is super nice. And now we can actually start leveling it up with these other tokens, but we don't have any of the other tokens yet to level it up. But that is pretty nice. We did get the Supreme. I was not expecting that. And I guess we might as well trade in the rest of our tokens for exchange tokens. Again, we don't even need them. So yeah, now that we got this additional Supreme power, our powers are looking pretty good right now. Literally the only thing that we don't have in the best possible power is this one right here from World 22, and actually also this hollow power as well from the Mundo Ray. I still need to get one more wave done, and we might actually be able to get it done in this video, especially because I just got the Supreme power from that, and I think I did get a couple other damage boosts. So you know what, let's go ahead and change all of our stats back over to damage. I think we might actually be able to go ahead and get the max wave for that. All right, and there we go. We got all of our points into damage. And also apparently they did add something for the shadows real quick. Let's see if apparently they added another upgrade right here. And yeah, we can go ahead and increase the amount of shadow souls we can gain, but I think I'm gonna save my exchange tokens for now, just because I don't have that many right now. If I had a lot like before, I definitely would have upgraded that, but I'll save this upgrade for later or for a future time. I did also get some better titans as well. I did get the attack titan in the tier 3, which is pretty good, and I also did get a tier 3 world in the stands as well, which is super OP. This thing does an insane amount of damage and it attacks super quick. This is like definitely the best thing I have. And I also did get the tier 3 phantom as well, which is also pretty good in stats, but just attacks a little bit slower. But yeah, let's go ahead and equip our dough fruit down here, which will give us 10x damage. We can equip 2 auras now as well, if you guys didn't know, so we can get both those auras on. We can go ahead and equip all of our damage jewelry, and we can go ahead and change all of our weapons as well to the best weapons we got. And now I think we're ready to go and do this. So actually, hold on, we need to change our one accessory, the neck fur, and we need to go and replace it with the scarfy, because it does do a 1x damage. So yeah, I think we have everything we need now. The only last thing is I think just the damage potion, so we can go and turn on the damage, and we'll go and use a damage macaroon as well to get the best damage. So hopefully we're doing some good damage now. I don't think I missed anything, so let's go and start this Mundo raid right now, and let's see how high wave we can get to. Hopefully we can finish this thing. And okay, we were doing some pretty good damage. We're doing DQDR, so I think we can maybe get this wave. I think this is the last one we need for the power, and there we go. We did go ahead and get the Supreme power, so there we go. We at least do a 12x damage now. That's pretty nice, but I don't think we're gonna be able to complete this last wave, but it's all good. It would just give me some credits, which would help, but I don't need the credits right now. It's okay. I was definitely more trying to get this power, and now that we got that, literally our inventory is stacked with these powers now. The only thing we are missing is just the Supreme for this World 22 power. And you know what, I think I'm gonna go ahead and exchange my scythe tokens. Honestly, I think I'd rather just exchange these tokens for now, and I think I'd rather spend my luck on trying to get the Shadow Garden tokens right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just throw all of them into here, and hopefully we can actually get the Supreme. We're gonna have to get pretty lucky to get 2 Supremes in this video, but let's see if we can get lucky. I can also teleport over to World 22, and I can farm these guys right here, which do also drop the garden tokens. So we'll go ahead and farm now. Since we're getting some tokens slowly, we'll go and open up all these, and hopefully we can get something good, bro. I don't think we're gonna have much time to open this up. We've already spent a lot of the tokens, and unfortunately we did not get anything. That was way too quick. We do have this phantom at least, but the Supreme we definitely need to get. But unfortunately I am only on the third or World 22, we still have a bit of a ways in here, but I can actually defeat these next minions now, so maybe we can do some more damage. I don't know if we'll be able to reach the World 23, but we can probably get a couple more quests done. So there we go, there's the third one done. We do have the beta ones right here, and these actually give an accessory. Hold on, let me look real quick. These give the Crested Wing Blade, which actually is a pretty good back accessory. If you can get the Supreme, it's 1.5x damage. That's pretty good, but it seems like it does kind of replace the stamina one for the Fire Force cape, because this also does 1.5x stamina. I think you have to switch off of whichever accessory you want to be grinding, either stamina or damage, and I guess that's unfortunately how it's gonna have to work. Let me go make sure I turn on auto delete for these two. And I still have yet to get the Supreme neck fur as well. I definitely want to get this thing at some point, but I have not gotten it just yet. But I don't think we're gonna be able to get these quests done though. We did get a couple more keys, but we are pretty close to World 23. We just are a little bit shy, unfortunately. Also, another thing I want to go ahead and do before we end out the video is I want to go ahead and defeat the SSS boss in World 21, because I have still yet to do that. I wonder if we do enough damage now maybe to defeat it. Alright, and here we are next to him, and it seems like we do enough damage we can actually defeat him. So I'm definitely gonna do this, because if we defeat him 10 times, we will get an Obelisk part, so we can go ahead and get another Obelisk. And he also drops a really OP avatar, but I think the one I got in this video earlier is already better. I'm pretty sure this one is 17.5 billion, and this one's only 9.9, so definitely not as good. I'm currently using stamina shadows as well, so we can go ahead and actually equip a couple damage shadows to do maybe a little bit more damage. Probably won't be too significant, but better than nothing. Also, apparently they're going to be adding more hero license quests and future updates, so definitely make sure you guys try your best to complete all of the licensed quests, because one, you have to do it in order, and two, when they add future ones, you'll already be up to date with them. So I'm definitely gonna try my best to get all these done, but unfortunately I can't really do too much in this video because we have to wait all the way for the easy dungeon. And yeah, I'm very sorry, but I do not have that much time at least to sit here all the way for it. Okay, they did also add 2 more codes. They added code update 19 delay, and that actually gets 100 credits. That's a really good code, so definitely make sure you guys use that. And the second code is just a code for 19 UPD, just like this, and redeeming this will also give you 50 credits. That's really good. Alright, that should be the last defeat, and then we went ahead and got the part, so there we go, he's defeated, and we can go ahead and claim the quest. So there we go, we got the Obelisk part, so now we can go ahead and place it, I think, right down here, and yep, we can get these pretty good boosts. So there we go, I'll definitely take those. So I'm gonna go and switch my stats back over to energy now, because at this point I think that's what I need to focus on. I also want to go and test one more thing before I end off the video. Let me go ahead and equip everything that I have back into the energy. Alright, so now with our energy gain, we are getting 33.9 MVG. That's a little bit better. I want to test one more thing too. If we go to World 22, we actually cannot defeat these guys. I was wondering if we were able to maybe do enough damage, but it looks like we do not even do close to enough damage yet. At least with grinding full energy, we aren't able to defeat them just yet. But if we keep on farming, we'll definitely be able to rank up, as well as once we go ahead and complete the F class or the Hero Association licenses, we will be significantly more prepared. So hopefully we'll get that done in the future videos. And last thing I want to mention real quick is for the quest where you do need to get a certain amount of tokens, like this one, you don't actually need to farm up the amount of tokens. You can actually trade them. If you saw me do it earlier in the video, you can straight up trade for the amount of tokens inside of the shop to get enough. So you can literally just trade for the tokens, and then you will have the quest done once you get enough of them in your inventory. You don't need to actually farm them, which is super helpful. So make sure you guys keep that in mind as well. But yeah, boys, it seems like that pretty much is everything for the video. Make sure you guys head over to my Discord server if you guys want. Link of that will be in the description. Make sure you guys also check out my Roblox 2GC as well. The link of that will also be in the description. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well, because we're on the road to 100k subs. I very appreciate if you guys subscribe. And yeah, thank you boys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.